Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going over layer masks. Layer masks are applied to layers to show and hide parts of those layers. You can think of layer masks kind of like a window. When the mask is white, the window is open and you can see everything. When the mask is black, the curtains are closed and you can't see anything. We'll go over a few simple examples of how they're used and some helpful things to know, and then hopefully everything will make more sense. First thing we're going to do is add some sky to this grass. We'll drag it or copy it from the sky image. You can click and hold and drag into the tab, holding the shift key, and it'll center it for you. Then you can drag it to the top. We'll name it sky real quick. The background layer, we want it under the background layer, so we need to unlock the background layer. We'll name it grass. Move the sky under the grass. And then what we want to do is apply a mask to the grass, revealing the sky underneath. You can do this two ways. You can click the mask button in the layers palette and draw your mask using the selection tool. Just select, and as I said, the white shows everything like a window, and if you want to not see the grass, you need to block it out like curtains, so you just fill it with black, and there's the sky. And you can see here on the mask, the black is what you can't see through, so you can't see the grass through the window, and on the bottom you can see the grass. And you can see that the mask has like a little white box around it. It means it's selected. You can click on the layer itself or on the mask, and it'll give you the properties panel for wherever you're clicked. Another cool feature of the masks is you can apply feathering to them. So this line here is obviously very harsh. So you can click on the mask and you can feather it a little bit. So that's one simple way to use a mask. Another example would be to select and clip out objects. For this example, I'll use the girl, and we'll click and drag her over to the grass holding the shift key. Name it girl. For her, we want to use the object selection tool and have it select the subject. And then by doing this first, when you click the mask button down here, it will add the mask and the selection for you. So now you can see the girl is on the grass, and you can move her around however you want. Other options with layer masks are you can apply them to adjustment layers. If you wanted to change the color of her sweater, you could just add a hue and adjustment layer. You can use the object selection tool again. Let the little wheel spin as it thinks. You can select the sweater. Change back to the move tool, go to your hue and saturation layer mask and fill that with black. Click on the yellow. We'll just make it a little more orange. And as you can see here, this is a good example where the black is actually hiding what we wanted to change because you can't see through the black. So for this, all you do is click on the mask, go to the palette and invert the mask. And there you can see you've changed the color of the sweater to orange. Now, the great thing about masks is they're not permanent either. You can delete them, modify them, and here you can see that the mask didn't fully get all of the sweater. So you just take a brush and you paint in either black or white when you're revealing or hiding what you want to be covered. And this is only affecting the yellow, so you don't have to be quite as accurate on parts that aren't yellow. Layer masks also apply to text or Anything that can be a layer can have a mask on it. Layer masks are by default linked to the image. If you click the little chain, you can unlink it. And then if you click on the layer mask, you can move the mask up and down, or you can move it anywhere. And then you can link it back. You can hold the shift key and click on a layer mask, and it will hide that mask to show the whole image. And then do the same thing again to reveal it. Shift, click. Masks can also be transformed, but you have to make sure that you unlink it first, or else you'll transform the layer and the mask. If you just want to transform the mask, you need to unlink it from the image, click on the mask, hit the transform keys, and then you can transform it however you want. You can also copy layer masks. So for the girl's sweater, if you wanted to change that and make it a little brighter, you could add another hue and saturation layer and boost the color intensity a little bit. And you can click and drag your existing mask over the new mask. So that's really all a layer mask is. It hides and reveals in a way that keeps anything from getting permanently deleted. Once that clicks and you use them more, they'll stop feeling complicated and start feeling a lot more useful. Hope that helped, and I'll see you next time.